Right. Here we go to the second game of the day for the Tinawa Moto Trophy, Memorial Trophy, Central and Wairoa. Another interesting battle awaits us. We prepare for the hakas from Central first. Danny Vick acquitted themselves well, David, in that opening game. I thought they just fell away towards the end. They were never going to beat Napier. Never really looked like scoring, but they were prepared to take them on up front.
Yeah, I thought Danny Vick played extremely well, especially up front, like you said. They had Napier going back in the early parts of the game, and they're just getting better. It's just whether they can come together as a team.
Yeah, you're right. They're getting better, and it will let other teams know that Napier can be taken on up front, because they made a lot of ground against them by just taking them on up front.
Yeah, the trouble is a lot of the teams are doing that, and if we've noticed sort of how Napier are playing their game with the two games, we should be picking up on it. But if you turn them around, they're not that good flashing going backwards. And whenever Danny Vick kicked for depth, they had them reeling.
I think it was just a confidence booster thing. That's what I'm more alluding to for other sides, that they can compete in the engine room.
Yeah.
But they did have a varied kick-off this time, which was...
This puts a tear in your eyes, doesn't it, this game?
Yes, it does. Yes. Yeah, we go back to thinking about Tinawa Moto, who's played here for Central and actually lost his life out on this ground, but lovely man. Played also out of the Otani Waipawa club. He was just a good Central player, and I'll never ever forget that
day. Another good crowd.
Certainly building up. I was saying before, and even in the earlier game, that grandstands just kept on filling, and it's pretty chocolate over there at the moment.
It is.
It's a good 2/3, 3/4 full.
Look at the number of people around the fence line.
Day two, and the crowd's really good.
It's great too. I see Mike Taff and Errol Hentz.
I saw them arrive.
Yeah.
You've caught up with them?
Yes, I've spoken to them.
Yeah. Wairoa performing their haka. This will be a very interesting game. A lot of people I've spoken to have varying opinions as to which way this game will go. It's a fiercely contested trophy, and so it should be. Very good, and well received by the crowd. Now we're set to do battle. How do you see this game going, David? You don't want to commit yourself?
Well, by the Wairoa haka, I think they've got it. I'm not too sure.
A very good haka.
We've got skill on both sides, and like you said, it's going to be a brilliant game, I think.
Looking forward to calling this one, and it'll be Wairoa to kick off.
And these are the games where you start to see a little bit of talent come out of these sides, and
the individual
talent.
I know, talking to Kurt Mackey, he wasn't very happy with his Central side yesterday. They need to lift their game today. He goes down to the back there, and it's been brought out by that. Is that the centre there? Central have it inside their own, between the 22 and 10 metre line, but they're just bringing it out strong now. Coming back, Central bringing it up strong. Wairoa defending. Out along the back line. Good to see young Nartouche out there after his injury yesterday. And it gets out here on the wing here to Kiddo, and young Kiddo down, presents it back now. Need to get there. And Sutherland's there. Here it goes. Central taking it up again. Blaze Parker takes it up strongly. Nartouche out along the back line. Just an overhead pass, might have been handy then. Mind you, they've got to be careful in these windy conditions. Here goes Central, and they're breaking out. Scrag down on the 22, and the ball's gone out over the touchline.
Brilliant bit of play by Central then, wasn't it? Once it comes from Kiddo taking it up the touchline and then moving it out wide.
Yep. Good opening stanza by Central.
Some of the skills of these boys in passing, it's just amazing.
Yeah, totally different to what it was a few years ago. They're using the spiral pass a lot more now, aren't they? Yeah, but they've got better control over it. That doesn't look straight to me. It's gone down the back and right to call by the Central ball. Scrum on the 22 metre line. It'll be Lockie Sutherland out of the O'Marquis school to put the ball in. Be good to see young Hoary Bartlett goes at number 13 there today. Here we go, blind Central. And taken out, just pulled up short of the line. Then Central go in and score. Oh no, I beg your pardon, it was a penalty. Wairoa bringing it out strongly. Central have turned this over, I think, and Sutherland out to Nartouche. Good long pass out the back line. There's an overlap here with Kiddo. Not going to be needed. And Central go in on the left-hand side of the field. Try to pip a Nartouche. Good build-up by Central, David.
Oh, good build-up. Just thinking back about these Nartouches, isn't it great? This we were talking yesterday, brother and sister, and little Nartouche at first five there is great. If we go back a few years ago, we see their dad, Hamish Nartouche, was player of the tournament.
Yes,
and, you know, it's just so cool to see these kids coming through.
I might have got that call wrong
96.
then. Pardon? I might have got that call wrong then. It might have been young Tariha. Did you see the number?
No, I didn't. But Pippa's playing well, and it's just a good thing to see these kiddies coming through from their dads are obviously pushing a bit of rugby into them.
Yep.
Mind you, having a grandfather like they've got, you wouldn't have much option, would you?
No, right. So it'll be Wairoa to kick off. Conversion miss. Central go out to 5 points to 0. 5 minutes into the game. Holding up in the breeze, coming down, well taken. And over the ball, Central. Sutherland out to one of his strong runners there, making good yardage, good 8 metres made in that run. Nartouche thinking, shows, he's pulled down though, coming back. Sutherland has the ball now. Out along the back line. There's a fend, and down through the middle. Goes Hoary Bartlett, that was a good run. Coming back, Sutherland. Out to Blaze Parker, he takes it up, takes it to the ground. Still going Central, back it comes Central. Here's a good run right up through the middle. What number was that? Did you pick up on that?
Is that Blaze Parker, is it?
Blaze Parker. Yes, I think it was.
That was a good little build up to that try, wasn't it? And it's you know, it's amazing how you see these sides start to improve as the week goes on. You'd think a lot of these kiddies would be getting tired with the heat.
Yes,
but
yeah.
We're starting to see very good improvement.
It doesn't work like that. Here's Nartouche kicking, that's down over the middle. Central go out to 12 points to 0.
Love the way Central are performing at the moment. It's just good controlled rugby, eh?
Yeah, I was talking to Kurt Mackey, coach, yesterday, and he wasn't at all happy with yesterday's performance. He knows they can perform better, and he'll be hoping for a far better performance out there today. There's a kick-off deep into the Central territory. Brought out again. Central have the ball still. That was Macy Taylor who took that ball up there for Central. And there's a good kick by Nartouche out and down into open spaces. Katie Bibby chasing over on the far side, but brought back well by Wairoa. Another good run up the middle and shoved off. Central picked up the ball up, but I think it was still out of a bit of a maul, wasn't it? Wairoa bringing it out now. Here comes the number 8 going across field, but he's just scragged and taken down, but they've got a good opportunity out there on the far side. It's Central pressure. More, but he's bringing it back well, this Wairoa boy. Sets it nicely. There's a good period for Wairoa. Just half through the tackle and pass, but Central are getting up and scragging, and they may have turned this over, but they'll have no. Wairoa bringing the ball out again, but young kiddos scragged the Wairoa. Carson Carroll taking the ball up. There's another good run by Parker. He's having a good game. Takes it across. Still have it Central. Still going forward Central. Sutherland out along the back line, that just goes in front of, I think that's Katie Bibby over on the far wing. Just bear with us if we get these names wrong, it's not easy to tell from up here. And it goes, that's gone down the Wairoa side. Allowed to carry on. There's a good run by that Wairoa player. Wairoa coming again. It's a good little bit of individual play there, but it's won by that Central player. That's good work in over the top. They've lost it. Forward, Wairoa bring it out again. Wairoa taking it up inside the midway 10 metre 22, and I think that's just been lost forward, but it's play on at the moment. Central have possession. Wairoa through. Central in over the top. Sutherland has it. Parker again. Nartouche, beautiful pass. Open spaces out here now. That might be Pipper out there on that wing. Is that? I think that's a beautiful inside pass. And a great run down the touchline here. He's not held. Ball coming back, Sutherland. Out along the back line. Oh, good, taken into contact. Sutherland again, Nartouche, beautiful pass. Out along the back line. Oh, just running away from support, but he's running right up the middle. And looks as though he could go all the way. This is Horry Bartlett. He's run right across to one side and then back across to the other side, and Central are pressing at the moment. They're out over the touchline. I just think young Kiddo could have gone in this corner here had he...
It was unfortunate really. All he had to do was pass to Kiddo, wasn't it? He had no one in front of him.
Just a draw and pass, and Kiddo's got the pace to...
We need to get that winger over the other side. Is that Bibby or?
Yes,
I can't see the number.
No, I can't see the number either. If it's 11, it's Pippa Nartouche. Central pushing forward. Must be almost there. That looks like a try to me. Central go ahead. 17 points to 0.
Central are just making that much more use of the ball when they get it, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I just like to see Horry
move it.
Yeah, move it on when he's made all that ground and got people into space. Yeah, he just needs to feed it and then maybe have a go later.
Yeah.
But set his outsides up. He's obviously a very good player, but he could make it easier for himself just by using it a bit more as a team and then giving himself the opportunity later on. Wairoa as well have shown good patches.
Oh, Wairoa do, yeah, they were in real good patches. They move it up through their forwards and they're going well, they're rucking well. Well, not rucking, but moving over the ball well.
Coming off a big loss yesterday, they've come out and still they're playing with plenty of heart, aren't they? Central leads 17 points to 0, 20 minutes into the first half. And that one's not going to go 10 metres. There'll be a scrum, Central ball. That wind's certainly favouring the team playing from the club room ends of the ground. Sort of blowing from corner to corner almost, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. This thing doesn't rock too much, does it?
Well, as long as you don't move. I don't think it's moving too much in the wind. So it'll be Sutherland to feed the scrum. And it goes down the right hand side out to the strength. And there's a good kick downfield. Or yes, no, it's out on the full. The scrum, Wairoa ball. Day 2 of the 2024 Ross Shield tournament in Central Park, Waipukurau. And it goes, comes back on the Central side. The penalty advantage of it. And comes out along, beautiful pass. This is more like it. Young Kiddo now, he's got the space. That's not bad thinking. But Wairoa bring it back really well. And they free it up on the far side there. and they come back up to where Central took it from. Wairoa have it down the blind side, up towards the halfway mark now. Wairoa's still going. Wairoa have the ball, but it's lost forward Central.
Golly, this is backwards and forwards, isn't it? But it's really entertaining rugby.
Yep.
It's
I thought young Kiddo probably a good option then.
yeah, good option.
He didn't have the legs on his opposition, so he just grubbed it along the ground. So 1967 was the last time Central won the Ross Shield here. There's a good run by this Wairoa player up through the middle, throws a dummy. Brought down. Wairoa, Central have turned it over. They've got a knock on the far side of the field. Wairoa ball to the scrum midway, halfway and 10-metre line. They haven't had a lot of...
Scrums have been very even, right throughout the whole tournament.
Right through the tournament, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dannyverk at times had it on Napier this morning. Here go Wairoa again, and they've broken a tackle. Looking pretty ominous here. Wairoa, good scragging tackle there, but good support play. Wairoa still going with it. Wairoa with the ball deep inside the Central 22. It's really the first time they've been into that territory. Wairoa taking it, he darted through. Not far out from the Central line now, turned over Central, but playing under penalty advantage. Wairoa take it quickly, but not on the mark. Wairoa take it up to the goal line, and that's a good drive towards the line. And Wairoa have scored. They'll be heartened by that. Didn't see who scored that try, David.
No, I didn't.
About 7 minutes in the first half remaining. Wairoa have points on the board, their first points for the tournament.
That was a well-earned try, wasn't it? I mean, they worked hard to get it, but there was some good little bits of play.
Yeah, and very good support play, I thought.
Good support play.
Here we go. That one's down the middle from out in front. Central lead by 17 points to 7. That'll be very heartening for Wairoa to get points this late in the half. Come back to within 10 from Central. Touche kicks off. There's a good run by that Wairoa player. Wairoa bringing it out, being allowed to run a lot more now. Central just hanging off the tackles. And Wairoa have a lot more possession at this stage. The wild pass thrown back but taken. Good option. Oh, beautiful hands there. And away goes Hori Bartlett on one of those long loping runs, but he uses his head very well this time and gets a long pass. I think if we had kept going wide, there was a try on there. We're heading into open space. Bartlett again, long missed pass. Setting it central. Penalty central.
It's just so annoying, isn't it, when we see so much individual play. If they kept moving that ball wide,
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
there's been several times that it would take them an extra 30 metres.
Yep. Central take it up and it's come back. And that's fair play, apparently the ball was out. Wairoa have won the penalty. You think this Wairoa bringing it out again? Inside there, 10-metre line. Here's a strong run by that Wairoa player. I like this boy. He's showed a lot of promise. Now Central are being asked. There's a knock on there.
It's Symes, the boy that you like. I mean, rugby's in the blood, isn't it?
Number 10,
Yeah.
first 5. It's a Symes, isn't it?
Georgie Symes. Yep. How often that name keeps coming up.
Yes. Georgie Symes, yeah. Lost by Kiddo there. Central just gone off the boil at the moment. They'll have to be wary of the fact that they'll be playing into a bit of a crosswind in the second half. Coming up to half time, Wairoa will be buoyed by the fact that they've come back really well. And it goes Wairoa, number 8 off the back of the scrum. A show and go, and then sets his outsides up beautifully. Once again, just cuts back in. Wairoa still have it. Wairoa looking dangerous. Wairoa coming back strongly here. Taken up by that, I didn't get the number of that girl there, but she took it up strongly. The prop. Here it goes. Oh, that's unfortunate for Wairoa. Probably had an overlap out there then.
I think Wairoa got about 4 girls in that forward pack, and aren't they? They're holding.
Oh,
their own
they sure
playing
are.
extremely well.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't taken note of that, but yeah, there's 4 of them in there, is there? Central will want to get out of here. Time up on the clock for the first half. They won't want to leak any more points. That'll really buoy Wairoa if and this ball hasn't gone out into touch by Nartouche, nowhere near it. But Kiddo's up there putting pressure. Is it lost forward there by Central, but not picked up by the ref. And here go Wairoa again. They really become very willing now, and Central are just falling off the tackles. And back go Wairoa deep into the Central 22. Out to Symes, here he goes again. And he's set up a magnificent try, young Symes. Several times now he's broken that central line of defence. And that brings Wairoa right back into the game. 17 points to 12 with a kick to come. Right on half time.
Quite interesting, isn't it? 2 classy little first 5s, Nartouche and Symes, and they're in a class of their own, really.
Yep. Symes as a running first 5 twice now. You can just see him a bit like Nartouche, thinking, using his head.
Yeah, he's like a little gliding fish.
Oh, he
his
just
pass has got length, and yeah.
17 points to 12 with a kick to come. There he goes, kicking now. He's struck it well, but it's away to the left. There's a half time. David, your comments?
Well, you know, Wairoa have climbed back into this game, haven't they? They've dominated Central for the last 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, at least the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think they've...
Central looked really good at the start. They were moving the ball, but I think Central are letting themselves down by too much individual play.
yes.
There's been several times that they could have moved it wide and probably scored.
Yeah, they've done the hard work and set up their outsides.
And Wairoa doing completely the opposite and moving it wide.
Yes.
And they are putting points on the board.
And just falling off one or two of these tackles where these Wairoa boys are running a lot harder.
Yeah, Wairoa have lifted their tempo, haven't they?
They've lifted their tempo, exactly, yeah. I think we're lucky enough here. I didn't realise it was young Stu Catley officiating out there in the middle.
I wonder whether that was Stu.
Great to have Stu here doing this job.
Another ex-Central Hawke's Bay boy.
Yes. Made a part of a career out of refereeing and doing really well. Yeah, so Central, I mean, what would you be saying to your Central side out there at the moment?
Oh, I'd just be drumming it into them to look for the next pass, and you know, if you're not going to pass the ball, well, you're going to be on the wing for next game, because that is costing them points at this stage, and this game is bloody important to them. And,
oh, it sure is, and I'm sure Kurt will be drumming that into them out there.
Yeah, but good on Wairoa. They've worked out what to do, and it's working for them.
Yeah, totally different team to yesterday. I know different opposition, but at the same time you can see they've lifted.
Oh, they've definitely lifted,
and with just 5 points in it, Central playing into a slight nor'easter, I would call that.
Just slight.
Well, slight as in slightly north and slightly east.
I think both these sides have taken the next step from yesterday. You know, we're seeing a lot of improvements. It's just the things that they've got to fine tune to get results.
Yeah, it's building to be such an interesting second half, just to see what they are being told out there. Can they put it into practice?
Well, now that Wairoa have got within 5 points, you'll see them come back.
Well, yes, they'll be in a better space than Central at the moment.
I would think so.
Just knowing they've been able to fight their way back, knowing they've given themselves a chance, whereas Central have got to go back there and say, why have we fallen off the game? Why did we start so well and then allow these people into the game? But like you say, another good crowd here today.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
People still rolling in.
Yeah.
We're about to begin the... Dave? No. Tonight. Yeah. About to begin the second half. You can see any changes out there?
There are changes, but I'm not too sure of the numbers, that's all.
So I think that might have been, it was Katie Bibby on the far wing in the first half, is that right?
Yeah, she's come off.
Yeah, she's come off. Well, there's a kick just gone Central up there to scrag that ball, just gather it. Central will want to start well after finishing poorly. Yeah, Nartouche, good. And he's dropped the ball in away. 2 knock-ons. I thought Wairoa were away there for a minute.
Once again, Wairoa putting pressure on Central, aren't they? Symes was right up in their face then.
Yeah, that was just a pressure mistake. And it's Wairoa ball to the scrum, and it goes. Oh, that's gone down, that scrum. And it goes. It's a better scrum. Solid. There's a good strong run. He's running strongly this second 5. 2 tackles missed. Just an ankle tap. Wairoa have it. That's a good period of passage of play for Wairoa. They've laid the ball back beautifully again. They've come back at Central strongly. And they've gained an advantage here. Penalty advantage, I imagine. Here goes that prop. Eleanor Corker. Taken up again by Charlotte Pearce. 2 hard-working girls in the forwards there. Wairoa move it forward again. There's a good run. Wairoa going to go close here. Still going with the ball. 3 or 4 missed tackles. Wairoa still have it. Here they go, close to the line. Inside that 5-metre area, and they're in.
Once,
17 points all.
Once again, it was Symes that made that break originally.
Yes.
Created that try.
Macquarie down here, injured, number 8. Not looking the best. That's a good start from Wairoa. That's just what they wanted. That will really buoy them now. She said, David, if they get a sniff, they'll be hard to hold back.
I'm just amazed, you know, did you see the forwards running there and that Eleanor Corker?
Yes.
That front rower taking the ball up and just pushing people off.
That's an excellent conversion. And Wairoa go into the lead by 19 points to 17. With a strong wind favouring them now. There's the kick-off from Nartouche. Ball's gone back. Wairoa have it. Central contesting, driving over it. And they concede the penalty, going off their feet. Here come Wairoa running it back hard, straight up the middle. Just the last line of defence were able to. He's lucky to get away with that, holding the ball in the tackle. Trying to go again. Here we go with Wairoa going on the outside, taking Kiddo on, but he's up to the task. And he's lost it forward. No play on, says the ref. Wairoa coming back again strongly. Central at 6s and 7s at the moment. Just that's very fortunate, or unfortunate for Wairoa, but fortunate for Central. That ball's gone forward. Scrum Central ball.
Wairoa just looking a little bit more organised and
They are indeed. Central just a little bit at 6s and 7s at the moment. Sutherland puts it in, taken off the back. It's good. Macquarie after that injury, but he go again. Here goes Hori Bartlett. Oh, and just gets that one, not just a floaty pass that was hard to take. Out over the touchline. The Wairoa ball to the line out. Midway, 10 metre and 22 Central. And it goes, taken down by Central. Made a few metres. Sutherland, Nartouche. Taken up. Coming back now, Sutherland, Nartouche. Bartlett, overlap, coming up. It's just Kiddo ducking and diving. Still going, setting it. Here we go again. Blaze Parker takes it up strongly. He's had a good game for Central. Central just got to get it together. Nartouche out along the back line. But Wairoa right up in their faces, still going Central. Central with the ball, Sutherland. Penalty, Central. What will they do here? Oh, the line-out's a little bit of a lottery, do you think?
yeah, they are, but in this case Central should go for this because
they need territory.
They've got to be playing in the corners.
Uh, 8 metres out from the 22, Central ball to the line. Central win it.
We don't see any variation, do we, in our lineouts and short lineouts or anything
No.
like that? It's just straight.
Oh, what happened there? Did we not straight?
No, it wasn't straight.
No. Number 12. Charlie Smith. Wairoa have it. But Wairoa bring it out again.
One of the
Wairoa Eleanor
Corker.
Corker
That's
that
the
brought it
Eleanor
out.
Corker. She's lost it.
Yeah, she lost it. Central take it up the touchline, but some willing defence there from Wairoa at the moment. Wairoa ball to the line out. And it goes over the back. Comes back on the Central side. Out to Smith. Out to Bartlett. Out to Kiddo, who juggles. Not going to have the pace. Stop, start, set. Central need to get there. They do eventually. Sutherland. Forward in the back line. And away go Wairoa. The ball at toe. Taken away by Kaihaka. Wairoa take it up again. Symes sends it on. Here's a good run up the middle. Is that by King. Symes has it again, little chip over the top. Fortunately, it goes straight to hand for Central, and they have possession back. Brought up, there's a good hard tackle, driving him into the ground. Sutherland, Nartouche, long pass. Here we go on the far side there. There's a good tackle.
Is that Nartouche?
I think that's Pippa Nartouche over there now. We're almost halfway through the second half. Wairoa out by 19 points to 17. There's a penalty, Central. Playing here for the Tino Amoto Trophy, the Memorial Trophy. Be Nartouche to kick down that far grandstand touchline, and he gets a good kick away downfield up to towards the 10-metre line.
I think if I was coaching this side, I'd make a big change just right at this moment. I'd be moving little Kiddo into centre and Corey Bartlett onto the wing.
Yes, yep.
Little Kiddo's got he is just lacking the pace.
Yep.
But he's got all the skills in the world, and Bartlett's got
and
the
he'll
pace.
feed
Bartlett.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They're sort of running out of time, so they're going to have to
try something, aren't they? Be a little bit of, well, that's not being adventurous. I know what you're saying. Kiddo will feed the ball.
Oh, Kiddo's a good little player. He just hasn't quite got the pace.
And it goes Central. It's a good scrum, Wairoa, but Central holding. Out to Nartouche, what can he do now? And he puts a kick out towards Kiddo, and he's taken the ball. And Central pressing inside the 22. Tariha takes it up. Still going forward, Central. It's the first time Central have been really threatening. Bartlett feeds, Nartouche sends it on. Smith takes it to the line, and here goes Butler. He's gone in next to the left-hand upright. Well, that was a try that came from nowhere. Wairoa have been making all the play, David. Just some sensible rugby.
Yeah, just a little bit of change of play and something different from Nartouche, that little kick, and going straight into Kiddo's hands and taking 2 or 3 phases off that. It puts 5 points on the board.
Yep.
Should put 7.
Very important try there for Central. (22-19), Central lead with a kick to come. Here goes Nartouche, and it's down the middle. It's 24 points to 19.
This has got very interesting, hasn't it? 10 minutes to play.
10 minutes to play, and that is Pippa Nartouche on the far wing. Yeah, Wairoa kicked deep, using that breeze to take it way down. And it's gone deep into the goal line.
This is not good. Oh, is that a drop out? 22?
Drop out 22?
Yes.
Or has it gone deep? Oh no, yes, drop out 22.
Can't keep up with all the new rules.
I know. Interesting here, they'll be kicking. Yeah, I wondered whether that might happen. That's the thought that would be in my head. And here goes Bartlett again, he's strong. He's set it now. And Nartouche goes through the gap. They've got the advantage here. Central still with the ball in possession. This will be interesting now. Pippa Nartouche, she's got the ball on the outside there and she's got a ton of pace, but she's dragged down just inside the Wairoa midway, halfway and 10 metre line. Sutherland, is that Parker taking it up again? Might have been Smith. Nartouche with the ball now. Bartlett, Kiddo show and go, he's still going. You've got to get there and support him, there's no support. Central just walking across, very lucky to get that. There was no urgency shown to get towards it, to that breakdown then. Sutherland, tap and go. Here goes Parker, drives it up, but that's a good tackle by his opposite. Coming back on the central side, Nartouche, Smith, and that's a good break by Smith up the middle. Good support play, that's better Central. They're getting there now. Here comes Bartlett again, that pass going behind us. A good set-up pass to Kiddo. The pass has gone forward. It was tackled anyway. About 8 minutes to go in the game. Central lead 24-19. And it goes Wairoa feed. that's interesting sort of a movement there. Out along the Wairoa backline, they'll bring it back strong, they're keen. They've played a hell of a game out there this afternoon, Wairoa. That's good defence, Central and over the top. They can't win the ball. Free play, says the ref. I think Central might have it. Sutherland, Nartouche with a kick again. And Kiddo takes it beautifully again. Just loses momentum going forward, but he's a tough little nut and takes it back into the... He's lost it forward there in that ball, and it's scrum Wairoa ball.
That's an awkward ball for Kiddo to take, wasn't it? You can see it floating in the wind.
And it stops him in the track. So
he's an amazing little player.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Maybe a drubber through the gap might be a better option, or just for a bit of variation.
Yeah, exactly.
And it goes. Just no worries about putting it under your hooker's feet these days. And here's a good draw. Oh, no. Interesting play there. That's a good clean out by that Central player. And it's coming back on the Central side. Sutherland out to Parker again, I think that was. Sutherland, Nartouche. Great mispass to Bartlett. Bartlett, think about your outsides. He does finally. That's out to Nartouche. She brings it up the middle. Central things looking promising, putting it together now. Getting it wide. No. Bringing it down the right-hand side out to Kiddo again. He's keen to have a run, but he just can't get away. Sutherland, Nartouche, Parker takes it up. Central there, taking the ball again. Nartouche, beautiful pass. Nartouche, Pippa on their far side there. She's got a ton of pace and she's just ankle tapped there at the last minute. And it's been lost forward by Wairoa, but Central bring it away again. They come back well at this stage, Central. Nartouche again, and he's going for that kick for Kiddo. Kiddo to chase. Going to be a good race here. And it's just gone out in the corner. Good period of play for Central.
Gosh, that was good play, wasn't it?
Yep.
I mean, if Papa Natush hadn't have been ankle tapped, she could have gone all the way, you know.
Yeah,
and then it comes out to brother Natush, and he puts in that lower grubber kick that you were talking about, just over the heads.
And it goes Central, take it at the front of the line out, and they're driving towards the line. They have it at the back there now, Central. There's a, who's that going? Is that Bartlett?
Bartlett.
What? No, he's out in his position. It might have been Central pushing, asking the question. Close to the line now, Central, all but over. Coming back on the Central side slowly. There's a real scramble in there, but it's held up in the end. Drop out 22. Into the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game now. What have we here? Oh, we're subbing. No.
Oh, it's made a scrum, I think.
Okay, so we're back for a 5 metre scrum. Central ball.
Yes, Central ball.
Central ball. Been an excellent contest, the second game, typical of Ross Shield rugby. Wairoa down and out yesterday. They've come back strongly today, and they've really asked the question of the Central side. And there's still 2 minutes to go in the game, and they're down by 5.
There's going to be something on here. Look where young kiddo's gone.
Yes. We have a move on here in the Central backs. If we, no, he's going. He's not going to be able to get past that defence. Just still too stagnant. Here goes Nartouche, and he goes again. This time, and that's a try. That's a well-run try.
Yes. He had that planned, didn't he, in his little head?
That was in his head, yeah.
Yeah. Good little player. Good
Who got up with that? There's some very good 5/8s around. I was really impressed in the early game. With the boy, unusual name.
From Napier?
From Hers. Aidan from Hers. He was number 20. He went into the first 5. He's left footer. He kicked most goals, but his positional play and his tactical kicking was excellent.
Well, we've seen two good. If you were picking a 5/8 out of this game, who would you be taking?
Well, I'd take.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They've both got their strengths, and I don't know. I don't know.
No. So Central go further into the lead.
I think Nartouche just offers that little bit more of different type style of play.
Yes, a variation,
variation
maybe.
of play, yeah.
You can see him thinking you can almost see
He's
see
working
him
out his
thinking.
back line, isn't he? He's working all the time.
29 points to 19. Central over Wairoa with time almost up. Wairoa to kick off. But they'll be pleased with the way they've come back today, David, and that's been a tremendous effort they've put in out there.
They've got to be, and there's, you can't cancel them out yet. They could upset somebody.
Central playing on their home ground in amongst their home supporters. Bartlett just playing around with it out there in the back line, but one of the player, Kiddo brings the ball out now, and he's taking up. He's a strong little cuss.
I love it when it comes out to him. He's not going to give it away,
No.
is he? He's a worker.
Still time to play. Wairoa have got time to put more points on the board here. Can get within 3, which would be a real creditable performance. Lost there by Central, going back. Wairoa pouring over the top. Wairoa back on the Wairoa side. Wairoa get the penalty. Taken quickly. Run up hard. Taken down on a good tackle though. Here we go again. Charlotte Pearce taking it up. Those girls have been workers in the forwards all right today. Fullback King Paul takes it up. Here go Wairoa out in the backs now. They'll want to score. This could be the last passage of play. They're going into the gap. They're 5 metres out now. Here come Wairoa again. Wairoa with the ball going down the right hand side, only metres out now. Here they go again, getting it wide, one tackle missed. Central defending strongly. Have they turned it over here? No, it's come back on the Wairoa side. They've gained the penalty. So still time to play. $29 points to 19, Central lead. Very blustery conditions here now, blowing right across the park. Certainly keeping the temperature down compared to yesterday. The true fashion of the Tina Roamoto Memorial Trophy, this game has been played well contested by both sides. Central have to be careful here, they don't want to get a card at this stage. Wairoa have the penalty. Here we go, 5 metres out, driving. They need to get in there in numbers, Central. Another penalty. It's the third in about 3 minutes. You've got to play it.
On telly, there'd be a yellow card coming out by now, wouldn't there?
Young Nartouche. Wairoa have scored. And young Nartouche is down in the background. So Wairoa get back to 24 with a kick to come. And time is up. So it's been an excellent game, hasn't it? You know, real fitting of the challenge for the Tina Roamoto Trophy.
Oh, it's been brilliant, and it just shows how important that trophy is to these teams.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And it's been a good game. I think you've seen a lift on both sides, you know, just since yesterday, and yesterday was only the start of the tournament.
Yes, yeah.
And to be honest with you, I felt that Dannyburg dominated Napier in certain areas, and so this tournament, something could still happen. It's early days, and
I think there'll be upsets going forward, no doubt about that. You know, Napier to me still have more to offer, I believe, and they're just, that's a good attempt at the conversion, but Central won out winners here by 29 points to 24 in an excellent game of rugby, great competition between these two sides.